Good night. Today in Twilight Show, we are going to continue with the Phantoms of Scrooge. Please enjoy it and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Chapter number 9. It can't end this way. Scrooge was still thinking when he realized they were near his office. He looked up and saw two men standing on the corner. They were talking about someone, but he didn't know who.
Did you hear who died? Yes, and there were many tears for him.
Do you go to the funeral?
No, did you?
I don't think many people did. I wondered who he left his money to.
He probably tried to take it with him.
They both laughed. Scrooge was confused by the conversation, but he wasn't very interested. He was close to his office and he wanted to have a look inside, but it was closed and no one was there.
Of course, it's close. It's Christmas. I don't know what I thought I might find myself inside.
The gas and Scrooge continued, and they were soon in another poor part of London, which Scrooge didn't know. They went into a very old building. Inside, there was a woman and three men sitting at a table with a bag of old clothes on it. The woman had long gray hair and a red face. Scrooge knew her.
She cleaned my house. We never spoke much. I suppose this is where she lives.
But it was not their house. One of the men at the table was smoking a small pipe. He used this place to buy stolen goods.
All right then, let's see what you got.
The old woman emptied the bag onto the table. Scrooge saw clothes and silver knives and forks, and even some bed curtains. The man with the pipe looked at everything carefully. Scrooge was shocked.
Those curtains are mine. She's a thief. I am glad. I know this now. Wait till I see her again. Do you take these bed curtains too? Tell me why he's still in the bed.
What does he care? He doesn't need them anymore. He doesn't need anything anymore.
And this shirt?
They wanted to dress him in that for the funeral, but it's too good for that. I changed it for an old torn one.
Suddenly, Scrooge understood what they were doing with things.
She took the things. After I, and those men on the corner. They weren't talking about me, weren't they? Is this how it's going to end? People out at me and stealing my clothes.
The gas, of course, didn't answer him, but Scrooge felt sure that he was right.
No, it can't be.
Scrooge ran out of the house crying.
No, no, I couldn't let it happen.
Scrooge didn't know where he was going, but soon there were no more buildings around him. It was dark. The ghost of Christmas future was still beside him, and now they were in a cemetery. For the first time that night, Scrooge felt cold. There was a light mist all around, and everything was covered in snow. The only things that could be seen were the gravestones. Some were large and some were small. Each gravestone had the name and the dates of when the person buried there lived and died. Some had flowers on them, and some were cleaner than others. Scrooge walked as if in a dream, and the ghost of Christmas future was always close beside him. When they came to a small gravestone, which looked like it was all about to fall over, the ghost stopped and pointed. There was so much there on that gravestone that Scrooge couldn't read the name of the person buried there. Scrooge got down on his knee to clean off the stone, and slowly the letters appeared.
Ear, beer, ear, and
Scrooge's heart beat faster as he cleaned off the rest of the letters. He saw that it was his own name on the gravestone. He covered his face with his hands.
Oh no! Tell me it's not going to end this way. Why did I deserve this?
Chapter number 10. Christmas Spirit. He looked around him. Everything was back to normal. The fire in the fireplace was out. The chairs next to it were empty. He got up and opened the window, and the sound of church bells filled the room. He saw people in the streets, walking quickly, talking and laughing. Scrooge was not sure if it was still Christmas Day or not. Christmas Eve seemed like a long time ago. He called down to a young girl in the street.
Hey, you girl! What day is today?
the girl looked at him strangely.
Why? It's Christmas Day, sir.
Then I still have a chance, but I must hurry. I have got lots of things to do. Yes, lots of things.
Quickly, Scrooge washed and got dressed. He ran out into the streets and he said aloud, "Merry Christmas" to everyone he passed. His neighbors were surprised, but they all smiled and wished him Merry Christmas. Scrooge went to the butcher's and bought the biggest turkey they had. Then he got into a carriage and told the driver to take him to the address of someone he wanted to see very badly. The horse wore bells which tinkled as it trotted through the streets of London. Scrooge put his head out of the window and wished everyone he saw a Merry Christmas. Then he saw the man who came to his shop on Christmas Eve asking for money for the poor.
Stop! Stop!
The driver stopped the carriage.
Sir, it's me, Ebenezer Scrooge. I want to apologize for my behavior yesterday. Please, call at my office tomorrow. I want to give you a very large gift.
The man's eyes brightened.
Thank you very much, sir. You are a very good man.
The horse trotted on, and this time it didn't stop until they came to Bob Cratchit's house. Scrooge knocked on the door and waited. Bob opened the door, and Scrooge found the family sitting together just as they were when he was with the ghost of Christmas present. The Cratchits were shocked to see Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Bob. This turkey is for you and your family. I want you to have the best Christmas you have ever had.
All the Cratchits opened their eyes wide at the sight of the turkey, which was bigger than Tiny Tim, and didn't know what to say. At last, both said,
That's very kind of you, sir.
Don't take me. I owe you much more than that. You are a good worker, Bob. Don't come in tomorrow. You can have a day off. And when you do return, I increase your salary to 3 times what it is now. One more thing. I am going to get my daughter to see Tim on Monday morning. The sooner he gets help, the better.
I knew you were a good man, Mr. Scrooge.
Well, I must go now. I have one more visit to make. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge!
Scrooge's last stop was his nephew's house. Fred, his wife, and their guests were as shocked as the Cratchits to see Scrooge on their doorstep.
Fred, I would like to spend Christmas with you and your life, if your invitation is still open.
Fred was very surprised and happy. He smiled at his uncle.
Of course it is, Uncle. I knew that you couldn't really believe that Christmas was humbug.
Scrooge sat with his family and their friends and had a lonely dinner. They ate, they drank, they sang, and they laughed. When it was time to play the yes-no game, Scrooge was the one who minded himself. Everyone laughed and had lots of fun. Nobody could believe that Scrooge was the same man they knew before.
Yes, my nephew, I know it is. I was not a good uncle to you or your wife. In fact, I was not good at anything except making people miserable. But I saw something last night that changed my life, and I'm so happy I did.
Scrooge thought of Tiny Tim's words and said,
Merry Christmas, everyone!